To help the charity Red Sea Sharks, which organise Project Shark in the Maldives along with Blue 2, I've decided to help them out by coming out with a range of Project Shark t-shirts which you can buy from my Teespring store. And as with my Seahorse initiative for the Seahorse Trust, 100% of the profits will go to that charity. So if you'd like to support shark research in the Red Sea, please buy some merch so their work can continue. Well, here we go, the final 2 dives on my Project Dive trip from Gan to Kooddoo, also called the Deep South. There was another day's diving and I could have done another dive on this day, but I wasn't feeling great after the first 2 dives. And then I was planning to dive the next day, but then I was hit by the no-fly 24 hours after diving rule, which I absolutely totally agree with, because my second dive, I wouldn't have been able to dive the second dive the next day. And that upset me, more than a little bit, because I could have got a later flight. I could have got a flight the next day and just stayed in a small hotel in Kooddoo City. I've mentioned this before, but they push you to book the flights. There is no dive itinerary, so everything ends up being done in a rush unnecessarily. So then I got up in the morning. I thought, well, I've got to pack my gear, it's dry already. We were going back to a site we'd done before, and you know my opinions on that. I don't like doing sites twice, although this was Kooddoo, which is an exceptional dive site. So and apparently more for me, because apparently they had a fantastic dive, and you'll see the footage of Kooddoo, probably one of the best dives in the Maldives. That's coming up. But anyway, it was a good trip. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I missed 4 dives and all. Remember, I didn't do the second tiger shark dive, which was put to a vote, which again, have a proper itinerary. Which dive boat in the world puts things to a vote? So anyway, I missed 4 dives in all, but nevertheless, as I said, great trip, great crew, everything was pretty good. Immediately after this video, later today, I will be uploading the review video. I've got a bit behind with videos uploading, so I'm just going to start uploading a few a bit faster, so we get caught up, because I'm just starting the videos from other trips and stuff, so we'll get caught up this week. We'll have these 2 videos, this one and the review from the Maldives, and we'll have 2 UAE dives up as well, because I dived last weekend in the UAE, and the week before that I dived in Ras Al Khaimah. The videos are ready. We're just trying to get these finished before they go up. So hit the subscribe if you want to see some UAE diving. We've got planned a lot more Maldives diving coming up over the next few weeks. So if you like Maldives diving, hit the subscribe button. Anyway, enjoy my last 2 dives, and I'll see you next time.
Today some exciting diving. Yes, we're gonna do some channels and hopefully some good incoming currents. And we start bringing you to Kooddoo, which is of course in MV Atoll, and we're getting more and more north, and still on the east side of the atoll. And this one is a very nice small channel. Well, with a little bit of in current, we can see a lot of sharks, big fish around the corners.
So we jumped into the water down to around 30 meters, and the sharks were waiting for us. The viz was good. The sharks were quite happy to come in close. I'm shooting all of this on a GoPro, remember, so they were pretty close. But what a great start to the dive. And then we entered the channel, and did we start to fly, as you can see. But plenty of fish around. Obviously I'm filming them on the move, which wasn't so easy, but a beautiful dive, a lovely dive. There's a nice turtle. I don't know how I managed to stay there to film him.
Welcome to the second dive of today. This one is my favorite here in this atoll. It's called Kooddoo. And with the right current incoming, this can mean a wall of sharks. And when I mean a wall of sharks, I mean literally hundreds of them. So it can be very spectacular dive. So south of the island of Villigili and north of the island of Kooddoo, the airport island, we have Kooddoo. And we're going to concentrate us on the south part of the channel. So what we want to do is we want to jump in the middle of the channel. So in the blue, in the ocean, make our way down to the middle of the channel, where we hook is one line at around 30 meters.
Then on the next dive, Kooddoo, we jumped in and we had this shoal of jacks just looking at us. Again, lots of fish, nice big groupers on the way to the entrance to the channel, and there was the entrance to the channel. The sharks started to pass by, and again this is a famous dive, Kooddoo, for sharks, for walls of sharks, and really good, really good. They're just mainly grey reefs, just swimming past. Every now and again you see a little white tip underneath them. We're hooked on here, of course, and then more and more sharks just come in, and then we unhook and we do the drift through the channel, and again, boy did we move. These are really exhilarating dives. I really like a good drift. There's my friend John. Yeah, there wasn't that much to see, but just because of the sharks, a great dive. Third dive every day. We get a drink today. It's iced coffee and some really delicious, nutty, crispy, chocolatey.
Best cookies in the Maldives!
The boat segment on this video is going to be about the Boat 02 kit and what they do. Roy's kindly offered to take it out and show me. So we're going to have a quick look at the Blue Voyager oxygen kit. Roy's very kindly offered to open it up for us to see. It looks very much like a Marinox, but those of you who know the Marinox will see it's a slightly different case. So what volume is the cylinder, Roy?
In liters, 5 liters.
And what's the working pressure?
200 bar.
So that's 1,000 litres of available oxygen.
Yes. On-demand valve.
There's the demand valve.
And full continue valve available.
And then you have a constant flow takeoff there as well. And I understand you've got a much bigger supply of gas.
Oh yes, walk with me. It's right around the corner. We got one tank here and 2 more on the dolly.
Okay, so those are 47 litres you were saying, yeah?
47 litres, yes.
And they come filled to 130 bar.
130 bar, yes.
And then you boost them with an MPS booster up to 200.
Absolutely.
So plenty of oxygen on board both vessels. Roy, what happens if there is a decompression incident in the south and you need to transport them to a chamber in the north because the southern chambers are not operating at the moment?
Well, due to the whole COVID situation, now there are some closed, and we have to inform the Navy. They will send a helicopter from the nearest island, and the guest will be transported by helicopter to the nearest chamber.
And that's where I guess the portable unit over here really comes into its own, because they could actually travel with that. Roy, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
You will see in a moment what's on the Donny. You've seen what's on the main vessel, and we've got the confidence that the Maldivian Navy will get people to a chamber. That's fantastic. Thanks, Roy.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick look at the oxygen setup aboard the Donny. Looks like we've got 2 J cylinders fully wrapped and protected. So we've got a Marinox type regulator. So there it is. Turn it on and go. How do you turn on the cylinder, Rashan? Yeah. They've got the key right there. So is there a regulator on the other one, Rashan? 2 regulators? So we're ready to go.
Okay. Still one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looks like it could do with a new mask. There you go. He's feeling happy already. So there's two of those. Is there a regulator on the other one?
No, only this.
No, so there's one regulator.
Yeah.
I would prefer two regulators because you sometimes want to put the buddy on O2 as well. But this is only to get you back to the boat where there's a larger setup. So yeah, plenty of oxygen. But again, my recommendation would be to have two regulators, but it will work. Oh no, we do. Sorry, yes. I was wrong there. Yeah, put that on, please. Russia. You can run two because you can run a constant flow here as well. Do you have a mask for that one?
It's not one. It's, yeah.
Okay, so they could do with a non-rebreather mask to run two divers. One could go off the pocket mask type mask there, and one could go off the constant flow. I will bring that up with Roy, the cruise director.
It's out.
Yeah, that's constant flow.
Yes.
That's demand.
Yeah.
You can treat two divers with this.
No.
Yes, you can.
You can?
I will show you.
Yeah, I can have a.
So
mask.
I'm gonna, next time I come, hopefully next month, I'm gonna bring a few non-rebreather masks and show Reshan how to use it. But plenty of oxygen there. Anyway, there's no regulator on the other cylinder. It could be a good idea to put one on there. Let's have a chat with Roy later, see what he says. But again, still quite impressive. It's working as you saw. That gives me a lot of confidence. And there's a setup on the boat, on the main boat as well. They're going to get you to a facility or to an air taxi to get you up to the chamber in the north. There's no chamber in the south operational at the moment. I think there will be once the pandemic is over. Roshan, thank you.
Right.
As you look at this guy's smile, he always smiles. You know,
Yeah.
really helpful guy. So just a quick update on my two dives today. We did three. Just before the briefing for the third dive, I wasn't feeling too great, so thought it was wise to bail out. I mean, these trips do take it out of you. You need to be fit, you need to be in good shape, and ideally you need not to be overweight. But anyway, I am overweight, I'm old, and I'm not as fit as I should be. But I am a lot fitter than when I first started this trip. First dive was Bilingili Kooddoo, really amazing drift. Sharks all over the place at the start. We hooked in and then off we went like a rocket. Deep dive nearly all the way, and then we came up, did our stops, and were picked up from the boat. We were all over the place. Second dive was Twig Point, again sharks all over the place. We again same procedure. We hooked in, watched the sharks, and then zoomed along. Really good day. The third dive, apparently there's a whole host of sharks and stuff, including a bull shark at 35 metres, which was only seen by Elka, our shark biologist. They saw eagle rays finish, but the visibility wasn't great. So tomorrow there's two dives, but I've just found out I can only do one because of the 24-hour no dive before you fly policy, which has really annoyed me because Blue O2 knew I was flying from Mali and the evening on the day after at 6:20. So they could have either A, booked a flight for the day after tomorrow in the afternoon, which meant I could have done, or they could have given me the choice of staying overnight in Adu City in a hotel and flying up to Mali on the first flight. It only takes 6 hours to get a PCR test, and I would have seen my distributor there. So really, really, really annoying. On a short trip like this, you know, missing two dives. Well, I've missed three because I didn't want to do the tiger shark experience again because I don't like canned dive. So I've missed three dives. One because I did the right thing, I wasn't feeling great. One because the group voted they want to do a dive again. And the last thing is because of Blue O2's ineptitude at reading what you send them. I did ask for dive itinerary, so I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I really am upset about this. So let's hope I cool down by tomorrow. All right, that's over from me. A very disgruntled, a very annoyed Brian Davis. We're on the back lower deck of the boat, or like a swim platform, and the crew are putting on a a special dinner tonight for us. What do we got, Captain? Wow, look at those prawns. We've got chicken skewers, sausage with pineapple, it looks like, yeah?
Yes, pineapple and tomato.
Wow, tuna kebabs. And if that's not enough, in reserve, we've got some chicken legs and what looks like some beef. So we're not going to go hungry tonight, folks. What a spread. We've got some sushi, beef patties, a little bit of chili, some emperor or emperor snapper, not sure. We've got rice, spaghetti, salad, loads of types of salad, chicken wings, another type of salad, steam or boiled vegetables, corn salad, a green salad, garlic bread, baked potatoes. You're not going to believe this. They even have Marmite on board. Now you tell me which dive boat you've been on that has Marmite. Only saw this today, been on the boat all week.